Hey guys, Mix here, and in today's video, we are starting off this video in not my truck, but a rental truck and a rental car trailer because we are going to be picking up a new project car. So the Corvette is running awesome, and I know, yes, we still need to paint it. I'm still working on that, but the MG is all done and running and driving amazing. So now it's time for, well, the next project car.
The next headache.
The next headache, yeah. The 20-foot aluminum trailer thing is super light, so it's bouncing around like crazy right now. But once the car's on it, and it's a big car, it should stay planted to the ground. So we're on our way now. Hopefully everything goes well with getting this thing on the trailer. Oh, here she is. This thing is crazy. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun project, that's for sure. Alright guys, so right back there, the car is all picked up, strapped down, have some wheel chocks on there too. We have all the paperwork for it already, so now just a nice steady drive home because having that thing in the rear view is a little taunting, I'm not gonna lie. It's a big car. Alrighty guys, so we were actually back here a few days later and I have not even had a chance to look at this car yet. So we're gonna be looking at it in depth for the first time for both of us. So I dropped this thing off and then I had to go immediately to work. So now a few days later, I'm finally able to check it out and wow. So with that being said, here is my new 1963 Ford Galaxie 500. Guys, as you can see, this car is very rough, and this was honestly like an impulse buy just because they're really not too commonly for sale. When they are, they're usually like either in immaculate condition and like $90,000, or they're like ripped in half and like a couple $1,000s. But this one is just perfect right in the middle, where it is a solid and super straight car, as you can see, with not a ton of like major body rust. I mean, obviously you guys saw the holes in the floor in the front and in the back, but like just listen to this door, it is solid. But this has a FE 390 cubic inch 6.4 liter V8 in it that probably doesn't need to be rebuilt, but as you can see, it does have some goodies in here. It has Willwood disc brake kit front and back, MSD ignition, and this thing is the perfect candidate for a project car. I already have really good ideas for this, and this car is steel. unlike the Corvette, which is fiberglass. So doing bodywork and learning bodywork on this should be much easier than the Corvette, that is for sure. But I love these taillights, little spaceship designs in them. And apparently this car was like repainted, had like a restoration in the 80s or 90s. So I know the paint looks pretty rough on it, but what I am going to try and do is wash it first, obviously, and then cut and buff the paint just to see if we can get some shine through it. Because a lot of this stuff, I don't want to rub it, but like if we come up here, all of this like black mold looking stuff will come off. And as you can see on the hood, it just has a big layer of dust on it because this thing has been sitting for a very long time. But obviously places like here, like where the mirror was, is all ripped up with the paint, but that metal under there looks super clean. And then for the interior, I'm either looking at a whole floor replacements or just floor pan replacements, because like the trans tunnel and everything is in really good condition. The headliner looks pretty good. The seats are actually in like really decent condition. They're not ripped anywhere. What'll be really cool is, since both of these go down and there's no, you know, it's a pillarless window, you'll have one huge window open, which will look really sick. I'm super excited to cruise this thing in the summer. It'll take a lot of work to get it ready. I don't really want to run it anymore because he said that the timing chain has a lot of slack in it and I don't want that jumping. So what I'll probably end up doing is pulling out all of the spark plugs, doing a compression test on each cylinder just to see the overall like top end health of this thing. And then from there, what I might do is just do head gaskets, intake gaskets, and then rip off the whole front here, because all of this is going to come off to get, well, this probably won't be able to shine up anymore, so I'll probably just have to get a replacement of that. But all of this could probably clean up, and I'll probably take everything off the front, get to the timing chain cover, replace all of that, but that's depending on the health from the compression test. Because if the rings and everything are all worn out, I'm just going to pull the entire engine anyway, because I am going to be pulling out the transmission to get refreshed. But honestly, what I'll probably just end up doing, because I'm sure this engine is pretty tired, is I'm just going to pull out the entire engine like I did with the MG, like I did with the Corvette, and well, with this soon. And just for a size comparison, the MG is at like right at the firewall of the Galaxie, and if we come to the back, they're both lined up in pretty much the exact same spot. So just the size comparison on how monstrous this car is. It's a boat. MG looks like a little Matchbox car next to it. But I probably will get new wheels for it unless I can find chrome center caps for these wheels, because there's a couple pictures online of the Galaxies with just like the steely wheels like this, but with the smooth chrome center caps, and they look absolutely nasty with it. It looks like almost like an old cop car in a way. But obviously there is a lot of work to be done to this. Like I said before, I don't want to start it again more than we already ran it in the beginning of this video to try and move it, which was a pain, until I really look at the engine and do a health check on it. Even though, like I said, it's going to be coming out anyway, most likely. So next video with this thing will either be just washing it, because I don't want to touch it without gloves, and trying to see how this paint will shine up, or we'll be diving straight into the engine and doing a health check on it and discovering the fate of it from there. So anyway guys, with that being said, I'm going to be ending off this video here. Let me know how you like this big old boat down in the comments below. I definitely have a really sick vision for it that I will make into a reality. So with that being said guys, I hope you enjoyed. Follow my social medias, they'll be on the outro of this video. Instagram and Snapchat I use the most. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends about the channel.